Twitter. All right. So good evening, everyone. Again, today we are in the first class of Tableau. Okay. Uh, as a data analyst, when you take a role as a data analyst, right? You will be asked to do some analysis based on any software, be it Excel or Tableau or PowerPoint. The Power BI, right? So this is just one tool to visualize. After completing the Excel, we are starting today Tableau. So let's get into that. So we are here exactly. So today we'll see the introduction and we'll see how we can connect to the data. Data in the sense the Excel file or any external data that we can connect and then visualize the data. So like this, we'll be working on Tableau for 5 classes, okay? And here also we'll do some project collaboration, but you will be presenting the project only on June 11th, okay? So class 20, that will be our final project presentation using the Tableau, whatever we are learning here. So here we'll be doing some career navigation. I will let you know what is that, okay? All right. So Tableau is one BI tool in short that helps to visualize the data and understand the meaning behind the data. Okay, it helps to find helps to organization to make informed decision. Right. So this is going to be our today's topic, introduction to Tableau. Then we need to create actually the Tableau public account today only. We are great. We completed that in our last class itself, right? So everyone have a Tableau public account. So we are going to just log in and then we are going to connect the data using the sample superstore XLS file, the workbook, and then we are going to publish the first visualization today. And then if we have time, we'll take this Excel and then I will do one class practice today. So this is our plan for today. Let's get into Tableau. Just a short introduction, a brief introduction about Tableau before we get into our hands in Tableau. Tableau is a software from Salesforce. Okay, so before it was an independent company who developed and marketed that. In the late 2019, I guess 2019 or 2020, the time I was learning the Tableau from PPL. Uh, my instructor, my teacher, he said, "Oh, Tableau acquired by Salesforce." So that is that time, 2019. So now it's almost 5 years with Salesforce. They have various products. Okay, a desktop version is there wherein we can download and install and we can practice. It is their product. And then they have Tableau Server and Tableau Cloud, all are enterprise edition, which a pricey software to purchase and use. Uh, and one good thing with Tableau is we have a Tableau public version, which is free to use, to learn, and to practice. So that is what we are going to do throughout this program. Okay, we use Tableau Public. As the name says public, it's public, right? Any data that you put on the website, it's public. Everyone can see that. So that is the only thing we need to be very careful. Don't use any of your company data or your personal data into Tableau Public. Okay. So this ODI model for any software that we use, okay, it's a general model for any data analyst. They have to follow this. So here we will not be discussing all again. We know everything, but we are here right away. All right. So for the visualize the data using Excel, right? We use the uh, Excel to visualize the data using various maps, charts that is available in Excel. So now as we are going to learn one additional software that is Tableau to visualize the data. Throughout, we are going to maintain the data integrity. So that is common. So we are going to take this practice file that I have sent in email, right? Today I have sent in email the two attachment. One is sample superstore and another one is cats versus a dog. So we will be working on that. So rather than theoretically discuss something, if we put our hands on that, we will learn as we practice. Okay, so that is the best way to learn Tableau. And then once we complete that sample superstore, we'll pick this cat or dog file, and then we'll answer one question today: which states in US has the highest percentage of cat or dog owners? Okay, so which pet they are having the most, which state we are particularly interested in that. So we'll get into that. All right, so this is the plan for today. So let me get into the let me minimize this, and then I'm going to the email, the one that I sent to everyone today. This is what we all have to do now. If you have not already downloaded, you'll be doing that. So we go here and then let's go to the sent item. And this is what I sent, right? We select, and then we need to download these tools. All right, we download. So all the way you can scroll down to the last page of the email. So these two files, right? We have two attachment. One is cats versus dog, and then sample superstore. We just hover our mouse, just mouse over, and then we click this download option to download. And then this file, download. We make sure we have these two files. So every class, I will be sharing the two files with you that we are going to practice. Okay. So before the class, if you download and keep it ready, that will save some time. Okay. All right. So let's see if I have downloaded those two files to my computer. I go to File Explorer by clicking here, and then I'm going to the download, and then yes. So I have the two files that is required for my visualization. All right. Let's close this, and then I'm going to open a browser. Okay, it can be any browser. It can be Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. If you're using MacBook, you can use Safari to open. So the beautiful thing in Tableau is it's platform independent. It works on any platform. Remember this URL, public.tableau.com. Make sure always we go to public because that is what we are going to use. Let's click public Tableau. So we get this page, right? So everyone has created the account here. Make sure your username and password is ready with you. And first I will give the demonstration. Okay, later we all will do. I'm going to sign in with my account. Sign in. And it's going to ask me to enter my username and password. So let me enter my username that I created. And then I'm going to enter my password. And then I'm going to sign in. All right. So this is the page that I have, right? To the top right corner, I have my profile icon, right? So I have not uploaded my picture or my photo. So I'm seeing the default icon here. If I upload my picture, I will see my picture here. What I want to do now is I want to click this profile icon. On clicking that, I have the option that says my profile. I'm going to click that. And I see this page, okay? And then the name that I have given. And then if I scroll down a little bit, I will see here visitors is 0, which means I have not created any visualizations so far, right? So it's 0. And then here I have an option that says create a viz. So we'll be using this one, okay? So this is how your page will also look like. So if you're interested in adding your picture, you can hover your mouse and then update profile picture, and you can add your picture if you want. Let's go here, and then I'm going to create a viz. Okay, first I will demonstrate, then I will ask you to do the same thing. Okay, so I'll be helping each and every one of you to make sure we created the first viz for today. Okay, I'm going to click this one. So this is going to take me to this particular page, which says connect to data. So I want to connect to a data, right? So now my data file is the Excel file. We'll play with the first sample superstore. I want to upload from my computer. So let's click upload from computer. And then if your download folder is not opening for you, maybe probably you need to scroll through here and then pick the download where we downloaded the files. And then I'm going to select sample superstore and then click open. As this is a public version, we have some limitation over here. So what is the limitation? Maximum we can upload a file to do analysis up to 1 GB. Okay, and up to 1 GB we can upload and do the visualization. If it exceeds 1 GB, it may say the file size is too large. See here, this has only 1304 kilobytes and this is 13 kilobytes. Okay. All right. So we are good. It doesn't exceed gigabyte. And now our data is connected. You can see here the connection is established. The sample superstore is here, and that is a Microsoft Excel file. In that Excel file, we have 3 sheets, okay? Order sheet, people, and return. So now we'll do something with order sheet. So we select and then hold the left mouse and drag and drop here. So this is called canvas, okay? So we just drag and drop it. And then it will load the data here. Next step, what we have to do, we have to say update automatically. All right. So clicking update automatically will fetch the data and it will display here. So let me collapse this. Before collapsing, here we can see some insights. So totally here we have 21 fields. Fields in the sense column. So we have in the order sheet of Excel, we have row ID, order date. So all these are called fields here. There we call as column, correct? So like that, there are 21 fields. If you scroll, you can see 21 fields. And how many rows of data we have? We have 9,994 rows of data. So let me collapse this one for now. And then as a preview or a sample, we have 100 rows of data displayed here. If you want to see more data, you can add 3 more zeros and then you can hit this one. You'll see all the rows of data. If we notice on each column header, we see a symbol like this. See here, a pound symbol, which means it's a numerical data. If we try to recollect the various data types in Excel, so here also the same concept here, okay? All the numerical data will represent like a pound symbol. The text data combined with a numerical data is alpha numeric data. And here also we have some special symbols, hyphen combined. So it's totally treated as ABC, which means it's a text data. Just by looking the icon, we should tell what data type it is. So now you can see a calendar kind of icon, which means it's a date data type. Again, date data type, right? And then here you can see one thing that is a globe icon. See here, a globe, which means it is a geographical data, a spatial data. You can see here postcode or the zip code, right? So it recognizes that, oh, this is a spatial information. This is a geographical information. So it added a globe here. And same for the state names also. And for the city, country. All these are geographical data type. And then rest are text data, so on, so forth. All right. So now we get the data. We have connected the data. Now we want to get this data into the sheet to do some visualization, to do some analysis. At the bottom of the screen, we can see The first tab is data source, which means this page, wherever we are here. So this is the data source, which means where we connected the information. The next tab is sheet 1. Let's click the sheet 1. And what it will do, it will create an extract. So what is the extract? Extract means it will exactly take the copy of our data and then put that in the Tableau public server. So this is the reason we want to be very careful what data we are going to put in the Tableau public server, or not our personal information and not our company details. Okay, anything that is available in public to practice and then to create a project and showcase to our employer. I know Tableau, we use the Tableau public. So this will take some time to extract the complete copy of your local data to upload it. It will definitely take time based on the size of the data. If the size of the data is huge, it will take some time. And also it based on our internet speed and everything. So that is extract, okay? Extract is taking a copy of our data. So these are all some limitation, as it's a public free data. Okay, it will be a little slow. I have worked on both the cloud server edition. As it will be a little fast. It will be much faster there compared to the public version. Any questions so far? Let me go to chat. Okay, JC, Drive, Google.
Yes, I have one.
Yeah, Vinicio.
Okay, so you mentioned that since this is a public server, we have to be careful with what information we upload. So in that case, it means that we can see the information for other user. That's right?
Correct, exactly.
Okay, so we can use the data that other user has in their profile. Can we copy that information?
Exactly. Whatever they have published, you can see the data. You can see their, you can see what they did, how they created, everything you can see, you can visualize. Even you can take the copy of that and put that in your profile also.
Okay, so in this case, that it is taken so long, so at the end we can actually take that information from your profile. That's right?
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Correct. You can completely download their data also and put that in your Tableau public. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to pause this a little bit. All right. So now we can see the data is loaded here. Okay, let's talk about the interface a little bit. Okay, over to the left side, you can see all the field names are listed here. See here, category, city, county, all the field names are listed here. Is this resemble something with Excel for anyone? Is this similar to pivot table? Yeah, pivot table and pivot chart. Let's see, there is something in chat. I was able to log in. Awesome, David. So you can remember this like a pivot table in Excel, right? If you click the data in Excel and click pivot table, it will go to the next sheet. And then over to the right side, you will see all the field names are listed at the top. And the very bottom, you will see 4 shelf, right? The filter, the column, the rows, and values. So you can connect similar kind of thing here also. You can see all the field names are listed here. And there is one beautiful thing here. Do you see the gray line here? A little gray line that separates the, I will use text data for now. Text data and the numerical data. See here, all the numerical data are just below this gray line. Do you see the gray line? Just below that gray line. And that all these are green colors. Yeah, see the data type, everything is green color and all are text numerical data. And then to the top of this gray, everything is text data, okay? In other words, to be more precise with the language of Tableau, they call this as dimension, okay? Dimension, dimensions or dimension, okay? This one. And this one they call as measures. Yeah, this is called as measures. And numerical data is called as measures in Tableau terminology, and the text data are called as categorical data or categorical data. So these are all categorical data. Categories are called as dimensions in Tableau. Numerical data is called as measures. Okay, remember this: measure, dimension. The top is dimension, the bottom is measure. We measure something with numerical data. Okay, all right. If I hover my mouse to any of the field, you can see pill kind of thing, right? PILL, like a tablet or medicine, right? They call this as a pill, like an oblong shape. The shape of this is called oblong. They call the Tableau call this as a pill. Okay, so they will say drag the state pill to rows shelf. See here, I'm saying shelf, rows shelf, column shelf, just like a pivot table. You can drag and drop it to the row. You can drag and drop it to the column. Automatically, you can see visualization creates for you. This is called views. And then here we have filters. If you want to filter some data, we use this shelf. And to the top of the filter, we have pages. So this is to do some animation. You remember the hands rustling animation. So next class, we'll do that. This Wednesday, we will recreate the same visualization, the same animation. And then below is a marks card. All these are called as marks card. So they call this as a heart of the Tableau. So this is where we will do a lot of improvisation for the views that we are getting here. The aesthetic look and feel, using the colors, using the size, using the tooltip, displaying the labels. So we use this. So called as marks. And then over to the right side, you can see a show me. If you click that, you can see what are the various charts that we can create. If we create a particular fields, let's say state, immediately it will recognize, A, the one that you selected most suitable to creating these two visualization. Like that, it will suggest. And then in one, it will put a rectangle kind of orange, which means that is the most primarily suggested one. And second one is option. Other things are grayed out. So this is show me. Helps to create the kind of visualization, the chart. Most of the names are one and the same that we use in Excel. For example, this here also histogram, scatter. There we say scatter chart, and here they use scatter plot and area chart. And this one, there we call as a combo chart. Here they use as a combination or a dual combination chart. So most of other things are same, bar chart, stacked bar chart, right? All right, so let me name this one. Now, just to the top, you can say it's a new workbook, which means we have not yet saved this, right? So we want to save this. Here, they use the term called publish. Rather than save, they say publish. Hey, you have not yet published the data, please publish it, right? So, okay, let's publish before we do anything. We want to go here, publish, and click, and then let's give a name for this one. Let's say my first viz. And then I can say show sheets as tab, and then I can say publish. The moment I say publish, you can see my first viz has been published. And then here you can see the name of the viz as my first viz. All right. Now I'm in sheet number 1. Let's bring some visualization. Here I have the state, right? I have the state field. Let's double click this. I'm going to double click that. See here, the moment I double click, instantly it will create a map for me, identifying all the states that is involved in the order category. So which means all the states are ordered something to the sample superstore. That's why we are seeing everywhere. If I hover my mouse, I can see the tooltip. This is the state name, this is the state name, like that. So this map is called symbol map. Okay, see here, this is called symbol map. If I change, this is recommended. If I change this map to this next map, this is called filled map. Same information, but the state names are filled over here. Let's do one thing. We'll go with the recommended chart only. Okay, so we just click back to the recommended. All right, so now we are going to play around. So the only information that I'm seeing here is the state name. If I hover my mouse, let's go to the measure. Let's say if I hover my mouse, I want to see what is the sale in each of the state. Okay, so I'm interested in that. So here I can do anything. I can bring the sales, or I can bring the quantity, or I can bring the profit or discount, right? If you notice all the dots, the circle, right, the symbols are same size, right? I want to distinguish this based on the quantity purchased, or based on the profit, or based on the sales. See here, for that we use the mark code. There is an option that says size. I want to visualize the size of the dots based on the sales that is produced on each state. So let's drag the sales. See here, I'm going to click. If you notice, when I select the sales, the oblong shape, right, it's changed to green color pill, which means it's a numerical data. Just hover your mouse and then just drag and drop it. So you can see now the California is a big color, big round shape, right? And then this is very tiny, Nebraska, just 7,465 sale value. Whereas here it is 4,557 and 688. And New York has the next highest sale, right? So based on the size of the sale, right? So it's changing, the symbol is changing. So that's the reason I drag that to the size. If I want, even I can adjust the size just by clicking the size. See here, I can click that and then I can increase the size. I can increase that, or I can decrease that. Or you can just type the number over here. Let's say 50. So I have the size. I think this should be okay. You can notice to the right side, the legend is keep on building for me. All right, now we all discussed that data analyst job is 50% analytical thinking and 50% is science, art and science, right? Aesthetic look and feel we can give. So now you see all the state names are same color, right? I want to make this colorful, each state one color. So what is the idea here? Oh, okay, I have a color here. What I want to do, I want to drag the state and then put that in the color. So what will happen? I will get a color for each of my state. See here, I get the legend. Anyway, I get the state name here and the color, everything. So there is no point in seeing the legend here. So what I can do, I can hide that. I can go and click and then hide legend. I can go here and then select hide legend. Now we can do something for the color also. I can click the color. If I don't like this color, I can click the color. I can edit the color and I can, now it is automatic. I can go here and then choose whatever the colorful thing that I want, right? I can go with the Tableau 10, Tableau 20, or anything. Then finally I have to click assign. For now, I keep this. And then opacity, you can adjust that also. To make light or dark, you can increase the percentage. If I want to make a border around each symbol, now it is automatic, but still I can click the down arrow and then I can make a dark circle around the symbol, right? So that is the border. I can make some halo effect also. Let's see how it looks. Okay, it looks like that, but for some reason I don't want. What I will say none. All right. So this is what I have here. So far I have not renamed the sheet, right? So it's just sheet one. So what I can do, I can double click and then I can say like sales by state. So what is the sales that is made by each state? Just by looking at the graph, I can say we have more sales from California, New York, Texas, and maybe Washington, right? Just a quick glimpse of what the sales is. So sales by state. The moment I typed here, you can see here sales by state. So here also we can do some formatting thing. So we can double click and then a format dialog box will open. So that is, this is sheet name, right? Anything within the angular bracket means whatever you type here, that will get here. So that is the meaning of angular bracket. So let's select that. And then let's make this as Tableau bold. And then maybe again bold. And maybe we can center this. And then I think this is fine. So we can click OK. So sales by state. Let's go here and then publish one more time. And then now our list has been published. So let's go to the right side and then exit the web authoring. So whatever we are doing is through the web, right? So we close that and we return back to our profile. So when I start this profile, I don't have any viz created, right? So let me go here and click my profile name. Here you can see I have created the viz one. You can see here. So let me click again. See here, I have created my first viz. What I can do, I can click and I can see it. So now let's say that I want to share this to my friends. If I had created a wonderful project before getting into the interview, I want to share this in my resume to my employer. So what I can do, I can go here and then click the share button. I get this box. Let's say that I have a website. I want to put that in my blog. So I copy this one. So this will be like an HTML code with a div tag. If you notice in Excel, when we do some project, we went to the website, right? We see the data and we also see some graph and chart there, right? So this is how they embed the chart. So they copy that in the HTML coding, they paste that, they will see this chart or map there. So now what we are going to do, we are going to copy this link and share to our friends, okay? Or if you have a Twitter account, you can share this right away there. Believe me, Twitter is a huge, now it's X, right? It's a huge platform for Tableau. Whatever the project that you create, you can share it there. There is a great group there, Tableau users group. And then you can, of course, share in Facebook, or you can copy this link and put that in LinkedIn also. So let's do this. I'm going to copy this link. The link is copied. So I'm going to close this. Let's see how this is going to look for the end user. Let me open that in a private browser and then let me. So this is how they will see. Yeah. And then you can see they have the option to download this. They can click the download and then they can download the data. So there is a way to block this one. I will let you know as we go along this program. Okay. So for now, this is open to download as an image, as a PDF or a PowerPoint or a complete Tableau workbook itself. As the name suggests, it's a public version. But one thing we can do, we can block to download the data. I will let you know how to do that. Let's close that. And for now, I can do one thing. I can put that in the chat You can also see if this opens at your end also. All right.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. So now let's do one more thing. Let's do a little an analysis thing. Okay. This is just a visualization. We created the map. I'm going to create one more viz here. I have one viz created. So let's do one more thing. Create a viz. And then same story again, upload from my computer. Now I'm going to grab the cat versus dog. So let's open here. And then immediately it got connected. And then I want to say update automatically. Before that, if you see, Tableau will give you one option, use data interpreter. Data interpreter may be able to clean your Microsoft Excel workbook. If your Microsoft Excel workbook is very clean, you won't see that one. In case of the sample superstore, we don't see this, right? So here it's showing, yeah, we can do that. So no harm in doing that. We can select that. And then now we can update automatically. And then this has 12 fields and 49 rows. And then as usual, you can see all the data types. If you want to change, you sometimes the Tableau will incorrectly recognize some data. So in that case, what we want to do, we want to go and we want to select, and then we can change the data type. Either it is a numerical data, in that either it is a decimal or a whole number, or a date or a string, that is text data, or a date and time. Like that we can. If it is a geographical data, we can go here and then select if it is a city or it is a state name or a zip code, we can choose that. Okay, if it incorrectly predicts something. So now looks like everything is same. So let's go to the sheet 1, and it will extract the information from my local computer and take the copy of that. Let's see how long it's taking to load. Yeah, perfect, because it's a less kilobytes data, right? You can see all the numerical data is just below this gray line, and we have only one text data above the line. The one that is italic, right? The measure name is a kind of italic text, which means system generator. So those data is not in our Excel workbook. The system generates those things. So here also in the numerical, you can see the latitude, longitude, right? So these are all generated by Tableau. This one state measures. So only this we have in our Excel. So these also we'll be using to do some analysis. We'll get into that when we talk more about. Now let's do this. If I click the state name, if I just double click the state name, we all know it will create a symbol map, right? I don't want that to do now. To clear that, what we can do, we can use this toolbar here. So this is just to clear whatever I have here on the view, it will clear. Or I can go here. This is like an undo button, right? If I click this, it will undo whatever the previous operation that I did. Instead of double clicking, if I drag and drop here, then also it's going to do the same thing for me. Just see here. It will do the same thing. Anyway, I'm going to clear this. All right. I just want only the state name, not the map. Then what I will do, in this case, I want to select and then drag over to the rows. Then I will see all the state names. Just to the right of that, I will see ABC, ABC. What is that? It's looking for some data to be placed here. It's like a placeholder. And then here I have various numerical data. Let's say now I'm interested in, I'm not able to read this completely, right? What I can do, I can hover my mouse and then drag this over to the right a little bit so that I can read it properly. Here I see percentage of household with pets. Either it can be a cat or dog. So this is what I want to do now. I'm curious in seeing which state has more number of pets comparing to other states. Okay, so that is my data question for now. So I use this field. And there is another two field also. Only if I'm interested in cat owners, I can drag this and drop. Or only if I'm interested in dog owners, the pet dog, I can drag and drop. Now I want to combine both the pets, either cat or dog. It's okay. I want to look for the state that has more pet owners. I want to select drag and drop to the column. The moment I drag and drop to the column, I instantly get the bar chart as a visualization. Now I want to bring the labels here. Okay, so what is the count of that? So for that, very simple, we use the toolbar here and then we say T here. So if we click this label, that will show or hide the count here. If I want to hide, I can click one more time. Alternatively, we can use this marks card also. We can click this label and then we can turn this on. So that will display here. If you notice one thing, until now, I have not saved my workbook. See here, it's still new workbook. It's a bad practice, right? Immediately I need to save it. So let's publish that. We'll publish this and let's give a name like cats versus dogs, DOGS, and then I will show all the sheets that I'm creating. And let me publish this. Now it is published. Let's say that I don't have time to continue working on this data. I have some urgent errand. I want to go out. So what I can do, I can simply close this. I can go back and complete all my work. Anyway, my published thing is here. Now I don't have time. I want to go out. Okay. I'm signing out. And even I can close that. Let's say that I completed all my work. Oh, now I'm on to continue my project. Okay, I want to continue. So what I can do, I can go and create again, click to that website and then log in and then pick my email. And then let me sign in. So I want to work on the cats and dog, right? I will go to my profile and then go to my profile again. And here, okay, this is what I want to work. So I click this and it will open. Now, if you see here, it says edit. So edit the data. That's right. I want to edit my work. So click edit because I haven't given any name for this sheet. Still, it is sheet one. So let's go here and then I will type a name, pet owner, OWNE, or pet owners count by state. I can give any name, okay? As I said, whatever I'm typing here, it will take here. See here, I can double click. Same thing I can do. I can make this Tableau bold and then again bold and maybe center. Maybe this time I can give some color also. And then I can click OK. So pet owners count by state. I would like to make this O capital and C capital, B capital. I can do that again. I can double click and then I can edit that. I can go and then make O caps and then C caps and then B caps and then just click away from there. It will get updated. All right. So now what I want to do, I want to sort this. Now it's alphabetical order by state name, right? Alabama, Arizona, right? I want to make this. The question is, which state has more pet? The percentage of state that has more pet owners, right? I think I made a mistake here. Pet owners count by state. No, it's percentage of pet owners, right? Percentage of pet owners by state. Percentage of pet owners by state. It's not count, right? It's a percentage. Percentage of pet owners by state. Okay, now we have that. to sort this, I'm going to use the toolbar again. See here, this is sort ascending, this is sort descending. You can see the symbol here. Let's click the descending symbol. You see 70.8, and the answer is Vermont. So Vermont has 70% of pet owners, the state Vermont. So we answered our question. And then if we want, we can give a color, same story here. We can drag the state to the color. We'll get a color for each state. And then we can hide that as well. Hide legend. All right. So now I want to create one more sheet. Okay. So this is sheet 1. I want to create one more sheet. Let's go to the PowerPoint. So this is the sheet I want to replicate. Okay. So this is like an optional homework. You can think like that. If you have time, you can try to create the same sort of visualization. Okay. Trying to duplicate this. So I will save this as a PDF file and send it to you. If you have time tomorrow or Wednesday morning, you can create that and you can share your link to me and Siamala. We'll check that so that you'll be having two sheets, percentage of pet owners by state, and the next sheet will be this one. So you can give a name for this one. This is percentage of dog owners versus cat owners. So you can rename this as percentage of dog versus cat owners. Yes. So you can think, you can look this one and then see how you can create the same kind of bar chart and you can share to the class. Next week at the start of the first 10 minutes, I will recreate this one to the class. Okay. I will again recreate and I will show you my version of doing. You can improvise this. If you want, you can improvise this also. Some different color you can give. Okay. For that color, we know we want to play around this area, right? You can do all those things. If you hover your mouse, you can see Vermont percentage and everything. All right, so now it's pretty much clean. I'm going to publish this again. So let's publish. So the moment I share one Excel workbook with you, you can click my name and you can even see what other things that I have published. Okay, maybe I will be sharing only this with you, but you can click and see how many visits I have published so far. So far, we have created 2 visits. So this is what we are going to do today in our class after a little break, so that we make sure everyone knows how to work on the Tableau. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to stop, pause recording.